Yo, YouTube.
Welcome back to another TC Twosome video.
Welcome to my What's in the Bag video. Before we get into what's in this bad boy here, if you're new to the channel, welcome. We want to call on your help to subscribe. We actually called for some subscribers in the last one. We just hit 50 and we've gotten, I think, 18 subscribers in the span of like 3 to 4 days. So we really appreciate the support. Thank you for subscribing. If you are not new, welcome back. Hopefully you're excited to see what's in this bag and what is in my bag. I do know, Taylor does not. Let's get into it. So it's really windy today, so we do apologize for any audio issues or anything, but I've had these for about 14 months now, a little bit over a year, and kind of figured it was time for something new, but I love these clubs and I wanted to take you through them. So as Taylor's video, we will start with the wedges. So I do have a mixed set of wedges. Let me get these out of here. Oh yeah.
Malfunction. Oh yeah.
Tyler malfunction. So
I've never noticed your wedges.
Yeah, so I do have, this is my 58 degree. It is an SM8 Vokey. 10 degrees of bounce. It is the S grind. The really cool thing about Vokey wedges is that they have different grinds for what you want it for. I don't really remember what the S is, but this has a little bit too much bounce for me. And as you can see, this thing is
worn down in the hosel.
Whatever. We've put some work in on that. So going to the 54 degree, it's actually a TaylorMade MG2. I'm not sure what the bounce is on that, but it is 11 degrees, and it does have the rusted face. Taylor hates the wedge because of the way it looks. I actually won one in a golf tournament we played in Dallas and got a brand new one for her, and she was like, I don't like it, so I ended up having to sell it. That is pretty much, that's my sand wedge. I love that thing out of bunkers. Really good wedge. And then last is the 50 degree. This is my gap wedge, SM8 Vokey. I honestly think this is my favorite wedge. So this is the F grind, essentially for the full shot. You know, this is my 120 yard club, 8 degrees of bounce, really good looking face. And just like Taylor's when we filmed hers, my clubs are extremely dirty.
So how come you have the mixed set?
So same as you, my pitching wedge is 46 degrees, and you want to keep 4 degrees of loft in between your wedges. So I do have 50, 54, and 58.
What was your reason for having the Vokey 58 and 50?
So I don't really remember, to be honest. Didn't I win this 58?
I think you won the...
I won two wedges, or I won some pro shop credit. This was one of the Vokey wedges. My buddy John Tilley picked it up for me. I had already had this, and I had the 54 and 58 in the MG2, but I won the Vokey. I really liked it more than the 58 of the TaylorMade, and so I never got a brand new 54, but I do have brand new wedges on order, and so you'll have just a graph for the next one to see that. I'll talk about the wedge shafts. I almost forgot. So I do have, you can't even see that.
Sticker wearing off?
Yeah, it's going out. Okay, that one's even going out a little bit. So I have the Dynamic Gold, the Tour Issue S400. This is a really heavy and stiff wedge shaft. When I made the switch, it was really good for me. More of like an X-Flex feel and definitely heavier for
They're
me.
really heavy.
It feels great for me. I think the heads of the SM8s are a little heavy, and then the wedge shafts are heavy too. A lot of feel, really good. I didn't know if I'd like it because I did like a little bit of flex in them, but after I played with a stiff, heavier shaft in my wedges, I won't go back. So we're gonna go ahead and give away what irons I play. So I do have the TaylorMade P7 MCs. So this is my pitching wedge. As I said, it is 46 degrees of loft. This is, I think, the club that Colin Morikawa uses. So TaylorMade P7 MC. Really great club. And then we'll go ahead and just get into my iron shafts. This is the Nippon Pro Modus 3, same as Taylor. And this is the Tour 120 X-Flex. Yeah, so my club speed with a normal stiff shaft was like 113 with a 7-iron, so I was whipping them way too much with the normal stiff flex. So we did make the switch to the X-Flex, and it was a dream.
And that dream is ending in a couple of weeks.
That dream is ending, but we got a great set of clubs on order. So we'll go ahead and go through 7, 8, and 9 iron. That's the head.
You should show how it looks when you're standing over.
Okay. Yeah, so I have 4-through pitching wedge in these. Really good looking golf club. Not too much offset, as you can see there. My 7 iron has a wear mark dead in the center.
If you have seen my what's in the bag, these clubs definitely have a lot smaller face look and feel to them when you're standing over the ball. So really just a preference on if you like blades versus more.
Yeah, this isn't a full player's blade, but it is kind of in between. This is a great golf club. Very consistent, very good feel. I just thought it was kind of time for something new. So if you are kind of in the handicap range that I'm in, maybe 3 to I'd say 7, and you do have a consistent strike, if you're a male, this is a great forgiving iron that, you know, kind of has the blade look and feel, and it doesn't go as far as game improvement irons. So that is the 7, 8, and 9 iron. 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, there we go. 4, 5, and 6 iron. This thing is beat up. This is my punch club. I was playing in a tournament. Yeah, I was playing in a tournament one time, and I was kind of in a rocky, sandy lie, and there was a rock underneath my ball. I went to punch a 4 iron and took a gash out of it. The good thing is you can't see it from the top line. You can only see it if you're looking at it straight on like that. So we dodged the bullet there. So that's the irons I play. TaylorMade P7 MCs.
And of course, Ionic grips.
Yes. I forgot about the grips. Thank you for reminding me. The best grip in the game, ladies and gentlemen. I got it in a slick gray. I wanted blue, but gray was the only thing in stock at the time.
When did you get these grips?
These grips I got with the X-Flex shafts. So I've had these for maybe 5 to 6 months. Really good, but I did play them before this. I had them on. If you're still playing Golf Pride, give this a try, and I promise you, you will not go back.
And Tyler is golf obsessed and plays pretty much every single day, and the grips look still pretty new.
Yeah,
so
they're
the grips
great.
Really hold up well.
And yeah, we mentioned in Taylor's What's in the Bag video, they get sticky when it rains, which is really good. Obviously, you still have to use rain gloves, but they don't slip out of your hands if it's a little wet, even if you're chipping or something and you're not wearing a glove. It's a great grip. So let's go ahead. We'll get into the hybrid now. And I have the head cover from when we were in Hawaii. Makes me miss it a little bit, but I do have the Callaway Apex. I don't know. I think this is last year's model. This is the 2021 model. They have a brand new one. But this is a three hybrid, 20 degrees. This is a great club. This is one of my favorite clubs in my bag. This thing's extremely consistent, really easy to hit. It's got a great look, good face, and easy to hit out of the rough. If you're playing like a driving iron and you struggle hitting it consistently, a hybrid is a great club. But this actually has a normal stiff flex shaft in it. I think the Mitsubishi Hybrid 80 S Flex. This thing is getting replaced. This thing feels like a fishing pole in my hand. Sometimes it's not stiff enough. So I do have an X Flex shaft on order, but this is my favorite club. If you're looking for a hybrid, the Callaway Apex is a sure bet. Now, 5 wood. So I play a 5 wood, not 3. I have the Sim Titanium 5 wood. 19 degrees of loft. I do have it set to lower for whatever reason. This sim head set up shut, and my miss was a really big draw with it. Jamie at MK Golf set this up to be lower. It doesn't set up shut anymore. This is a great club, and this thing is a rocket. So I play the 5 wood because this thing goes like 270 for me quite often. And if I had a 3 wood in this head, the titanium, I'd be hitting it too far. I didn't have a spot for it in my bag. So this is essentially my 3 wood. I can hit this anywhere from 255 to 275. So that's my acting 3 wood, 5 wood, Sim Titanium. Really good golf club. This has the Diamana S Flex fairway wood shaft, 75 grams. This is also, I have a new 3 wood on order. It's going to have an X Flex shaft, so this thing's getting retired soon. So if you're in the market for one and you know who I am, listen to me. Now.
Okay, this is not even a year old.
This.
Or his other one was not even a year old.
This is my brand new driver, and I kind of want to get into it. If you stuck around this long, I did get recently fit, obviously, for irons, and I went and hit a new driver too. So I think maybe 7 months ago, I got fit for the Callaway Epic. I was playing the Max LS. I had a 70 gram X Flex shaft in it. I lost quite a bit of ball speed, and my miss was left with the old driver that I just replaced. And it was essentially the 70 gram X Flex driver shaft was too heavy for me. So I did get fit. This is the reveal. I haven't used it on our channel yet. So this is the reveal of my new driver.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah.
Looks good. So this is the RoboCop, the Titleist TSI 3, 9 degree driver. I guess we'll go ahead and talk about it. So I have it set up in the H2 setting, which is draw bias, because I was hitting it a little straighter than I wanted to. I do like to turn the ball over off the tee. So this is the Titleist TSI 3. Just a really classic look, really all black, looks really good. And I have been hitting this thing extremely well. And I'll go ahead and talk about the shaft. So I think I'm going to mispronounce this, but I have the Tennessee White. This is a 65 gram X Flex driver shaft. And the white is the, I think the lower launching shaft. They have 3. The white is low, blue is medium or traditional, and the orange is the higher launching shaft. This sits really good. And I'll kind of talk about why it's important to get fit. And in Taylor's What's in the Bag video, we talked about going in with an open mind. And I loved the Callaway driver that I had. And I wanted to get the new Callaway, the Rogue, the Max LS. It was a little bit longer. But I hit these two. The Callaway went, I think, maybe 7 to 8 yards further. But the Titleist was a lot straighter, and I didn't have the big left miss. This thing is extremely straight, and I can still draw it. I cut it if I want to, and I kind of figured what's 7 or 8 yards, and it looks really good. So I went in, like I said, with a closed mind, thinking I was going to get the Callaway. Ended up hitting this. Jamie at MK Golf was like, man, if you don't want to miss left, this is the driver. So I was hitting this consistently about 310, 315, and I could poke it out there maybe further or even shorter than that. But that's why it's extremely important to go into your club fitting. If you're, especially drivers, don't go in with a closed mind, have an open mind, and get what's best for you.
And you probably didn't know that your shaft was not working out for you, right?
No, I really didn't. The miss was left, but my miss has kind of always been left. Ever since I kind of fixed my swing, I bring it a little far from the inside. So I figured it was just, my swing at the time. And so I was working on cutting it, and it helped a little bit, but I always had the big left miss. And essentially the shaft, maybe not lifting enough weights like Taylor says.
I'm just kidding.
I lost a little bit of ball speed, and I'm probably not as strong in my upper body as I once was. And so it was a little too heavy for me dropping it on the inside. And when I hit a lighter shaft, still X Flex, crushing it. And I ended up buying a new driver. So that's the new club in the bag. The rest is to come. And I guess the last thing to go is the putter. This is my baby right here. I game the Scotty Cameron. This is the Phantom 5.5. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I do have 10 gram weights in the putter head. This is I think the difference in the 5 and the 5.5 is this neck bend here. It goes a little bit to the left, but this thing rolls extremely pure. It's got a really good top line. I think this is the one Justin Thomas and maybe Max Homa, a lot of the other guys use on tour, but this obviously isn't the tour Scotty. So that is my putter. Looks really good. I guess we'll get it from the back on. What I really liked about this putter, the one before I think had neon yellow in the inlets there. I didn't like it. This is easy. I could custom paint this if I wanted to, but this is a really good putter. I was kind of messing around with a blade here and there, but it turns out this is fit for me. So the last thing I'll talk about is the putter grip. I just have the stock Scotty Cameron pistol grip. I like the letters, looks really futuristic. Not that it really matters, but the pistol grip gets a little longer in the palm. Helps the feel right here. This is kind of where my hands sit. So the pistol's really good. I don't really like all the bulky flat sows or whatever they're called. So this thing's perfect. I do need to get it re-gripped because it is coming off. So we'll go to that soon.
How about this snazzy bag you've got?
Yeah.
Someone special must have gotten that.
Yeah, this is my Christmas present from this year from Taylor. We were practicing, and I went to put my old bag on, and the strap broke.
So it ended up being a Halloween gift.
Yeah, it was really early. We were getting out, tried to put my bag on, fell. My clubs fell everywhere in the parking lot. Titleist makes a really good golf bag. This has pretty much everything that you need. And thank you to Taylor. It's white and blue. It's nice. It gets a little dirty because it is a white golf bag.
But it's really compact and small, and it's really easy to carry as a female. I mean, it is a male bag, and I've caddied for him and carried it, and it still fit me really well. So it works really well overall for everyone.
Yeah. Okay. And then
final
thing to go through the golf bag. I have cleaner golf balls than Taylor, but I'm actually in between two balls right now. I'm in between the Pro V1 and the Pro V1X. I'm having a tough time kind of picking. I probably shouldn't be that picky about my golf ball. It just really depends on what makes it into my golf bag. But these are the two golf balls that I play. The X spins a little bit more for me, sometimes too much, which is why I'm still kind of fiddling with one. But that's pretty much the rundown of my bag. So in conclusion, if you're looking for a really good golf club that looks good, the P7MC is a good one. If you're in, the 3 to 7 handicap range, I think it's a really good iron. So thank you for taking your time out of the day to go through my what's in the bag.
And we appreciate those who have subscribed since we posted my what's in the bag.
For sure. If you made it this far and you haven't seen Taylor's what's in the bag, go check it out. Thanks for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you soon with something new. Peace.